everybody, welcome back to Dream Garage, and long overdue wait for an update, and the Cadillac is finally back in the garage at this time. And so much has happened to the car over the last year, so I wanted to kind of do another reveal of the car updated now that it has been bagged and the motor has been redone, things like that. So I wanted to give a couple quick shout outs and updates on the car. Now, we still have a long way to go. The car is not finished yet. There's still plenty to do. However, we have been able to enjoy it the last couple weeks. Had a little snafu at the event with the car. However, was able to get it back on the road within 2 to 3 weeks. And here we are. So it's been a joy to drive. Every time this car goes down the road, there are people that give thumbs up, or they're saying great, nice car, things like that. This is truly one of a kind Eldorado. Now, as we know, back in 1976, this was the most expensive Cadillac that was set for sale. It is not easy on gas, as we know. No classic car really is. However, updates on the car itself. The motor has been completely rebuilt. It was tore all the way down. It's got new pistons and rods, and it's got higher combustion than what it had from the factory. We didn't do a lot of aftermarket upgrades other than what needed fixed. However, it was bored over 30, so the car now makes about 260 horsepower. Not that impressive to today's specs. However, a car this size and weight, you don't need a lot of horsepower for what you're trying to do with it, which is cruise down the street. But it can get out of its own way now, which when we got the car, it didn't go as fast. So it's kind of nice to know that it's there. It did get painted factory blue. The engines back then were blue factory. Now, obviously, with the heat and things like that, a lot of that blue came off, which it'll do again. However, it's just kind of a nice touch on that. Huge shout out to Chris Latello from A to B Automotive. All of the build of the motor is on his channel, so go check that out if you haven't already. And you'll be able to see the motor from when it was broke to when it was fully rebuilt, put back in the car, and rolling down the road. It took about 6-7 months, a little bit longer than what he had hoped for or I had hoped for. However, sometimes you're waiting on other people, machine shop, waiting on parts, and other projects. So we took our licks as we could, and the car came back to us. We were able to drive it successfully to the track for Motor Madness. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll put that up there in the videos to click on so you can see it. It was a great turnout, had a lot of great people there in cars. However, when we turned in, the half shaft came off the car. So the car could not finish its journey that it had traveled to get inside the racetrack at that moment. Now, this is where Nick Woodring from Mutiny F&B comes in. He was already planning on coming on the show, or coming to the show. However, he also understood what was going on, got the half shaft reconnected, was able to bring it into the show for a moment to people to see it, and then took it back to his shop and was able to get new bolts installed properly, torqued to spec, also using Loctite the way you're supposed to do it. And then there was a steering gearbox leak. So unfortunately, cars like this, especially when you're waking them back up, when they've been sleeping for years, they don't get drove much, that's just as hard on them, if not more, than when you're driving the car. So that's what we want to do with this car. We want to take it to shows, we want to drive it and enjoy it for what it is. So we did get that replaced, and there was another little thing that needed replaced as well. Got it back now. So still, like I said, I have a lot of work to do, but I wanted to show you guys an update on the car, get some really good rolling footage of the car, which you're about to see. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. We have a lot of great footage coming, some really cool people to meet, and some cool cars to look at. So come along for the ride. done seeing what the car's looking like now, even with the paint having some corrections that need made, and you know, it's paint jobs from '83, and you know, the top's down, so it's just a beautiful way to drive a car like this. There's no better feeling than getting out and just enjoying a cruise. You're not trying to get anywhere fast, but you're just enjoying seeing people look at the car and enjoy the car. And that's what we're about, is not just enjoying it for ourselves, but other people to be able to see cars like this revived and on the road. And you know, we saw 3 classic cars while we were out just going down the road, so it's just neat to see that community continuing to grow, and people that are younger getting into that kind of collecting, and you know, seeing what these cars were from having bright lights that you just click with your feet to turn them on and off. Turn indicators in these Eldorados were actually up front, so you still saw them from outside the car, which is just, it's just amazing, the kind of pastime technology that was simplistic but was so neat. And you know, every time I get in this car, I enjoy it and I smile, and I love being able to share it with others. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed the footage of this car. Like I said, we still have a lot of work to do. I mean, we've got new tires on it. We've got a lot of new parts on the car. The car's running overall really well. There's a few little snafus we're still working through, but we're going into fall season in Indiana, so we don't have much time left. So we're gonna pick this back up in the spring, make sure that the car's ready for the summer. And we have a lot of cool things coming, guys, so stay tuned. A lot of people have been looking at the original Dream Garage shirts. And so we're going to find a way to make sure those are available. So if you guys want one, to let us know. We might order another mass load of those. They were simplistic. But we've got a new member of Dream Garage coming that we're going to introduce you to. A lot of cool things coming with our events for next year, and you know, ideas and things coming to the channel. So stay tuned to those. DreamGarage317.com has our current merchandise. Has all our has some videos on there, so you can link right to our social media pages, our YouTube channel. Share these. Please share them with your friends and family. It's free to subscribe, like, and share, and it's much appreciated to every one of you doing that for us and coming to constant support. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next one.